The sisters finally arrive at the festival. Miwa and Nico get hungry and head off to buy some food, leaving Kazuki surrounded by her fans. Ayase realizes he underestimated her popularity. She really is the top star of a theater troupe. People recognize her instantly. He had hoped they could enjoy the festival together as sisters, but Kazuki has completely slipped into work mode now. She never breaks character, always carrying herself as Kazuki, the star actor. She's such a pro. Maybe he shouldn't interfere. Still, he knows Kazuki wanted to have fun with her sisters too. Just then, one of her fans trips, and Kazuki catches her, carrying her in her arms like a princess. She tells the girl she will take her somewhere to sit. The rest of the fans watch with envy, wishing they could be the one in her arms. Kazuki really is like a real prince. Ayase follows close behind so he doesn't lose sight of her. And then, the moment Kazuki is alone, he quickly pulls her behind some bushes. He tells her he brought her some food and insists that she should enjoy the festival too. She says he cannot expect to lure her with food every time. But he adds that he also has bandages. He noticed she was walking more carefully than usual and guessed it might be her sandal straps. She calls him a creep for watching her so closely, but he doesn't back down. He says if she will not put them on herself, then he will do it for her. When he checks her feet, he sees they are badly chafed. He is shocked that she was carrying someone else in that condition. Why didn't she just tell her fans she was hurt and ask for a bandage? But Kazuki says that as everyone's prince, the idea of needing to be saved herself is completely absurd. Ayase pushes back. Why should it matter who's being saved? In his eyes, even a prince has the right to be a princess. She should just be whoever she wants to be. Meanwhile, Miwa and Nico are playing Goldfish scooping. Nico is terrible at it, while Miwa shows surprising skill. Just then, Kazuki and Ayase come over to join them. The sisters immediately ask Kazuki why she's wearing such a ridiculous mask. Ayase explains that she's trying to stay incognito, but more importantly, he suggests they split into teams, him and Kazuki versus the two of them. The girls tease Kazuki, saying she should keep that mask on all the time. Normally, she's always frowning or glaring when she's with them, but this time, she's actually smiling behind the mask. When the game starts, Miwa continues to dominate while her two sisters struggle, quickly growing frustrated. Ayase tells them not to take it too seriously and says he will leave them to enjoy themselves for a while. As they spend time together, he wanders off to another attraction at the festival, a game called Lotus hopping. The rules are simple. To win, you have to cross a pond by hopping across lotus-shaped platforms. Whoever makes it to the gate is said to be blessed with unbeatable competitor's luck. On top of that, the winner gets to take a photo with the shrine's golden guardian statue. Legend says that if you use the photo as your phone wallpaper, your luck will skyrocket. Ayase is determined to win. After all, the sisters once took that very photo at this shrine, holding the guardian statue together. If he can win and recreate that same scene, then they are sure to remember how close they once were as children. But the game is not as simple as it looks. Some of the lotus leaves sink, and players have to find the correct path across. It is notoriously difficult, so difficult that no one has succeeded in the past 10 years. A decade ago, only 3 young sisters managed to pick the right leaves and reach the gate without a single misstep. Ayase gives it a try but fails almost immediately. Fortunately, the game allows as many attempts as you like. Everyone else gives up, preferring to see the rest of the festival. Everyone except Ayase. The hosts suggest they call it a day since it is starting to rain. Besides, lotus hopping is meant to be a test of luck, not persistence. They even offer to let him take the photo anyway. But Ayase refuses to stop. If he had to guess, back then Miwa used her smarts to figure out the right path. Nico used her strength to carry her across, and Kazuki's sharp eyes allowed her to follow them without fail. The 3 of them reach the goal spotless by combining their strengths, and he swears he will do the same. And he does. Against all odds, he makes it to the goal. The hosts congratulate him and say it's time to take the photo, but Ayase tells them to wait. He has to get the other 3 first. Unfortunately, the rain forces the festival to close early, leaving the grounds deserted. Ayase is devastated. Just then, the girls appear in front of him. They finally found him. They point out that he said he would be back soon, and now he's completely covered in mud. Ayase is shocked. He really thought they would have left without him, but they ask how heartless he thinks they are. He's their festival conductor after all. It is his job to lead them back to the hotel. Unfortunately, the umbrellas at the stalls were all sold out, so the girls each offer to share theirs with him. Since they all speak at once, Ayase cannot make out what they are saying. That sparks an argument among the sisters, each one insisting that if the others want to share with him so badly, then they should go right ahead. In the end, they decide to settle it with rock, paper, scissors. The loser has to share her umbrella with Ayase. Nico ends up with the short straw. Walking together under the same umbrella, Nico feels strange. She's only walking, yet her heart feels like it just ran a marathon. At the hotel, Ayase admits that he forgot to book a room for himself, and now every hotel in the area is fully booked because of the festival. He tells them not to worry, he will just spend the night at a net cafe. However, Kazuki offers to let him sleep on a mat in their room. Ayase has no choice but to accept, even though he originally wanted the sisters to spend the night alone together. The girls, on the other hand, say it's no big deal since they live together anyway. It would feel stranger not to invite him in. Still, when it's time to sleep, the simple fact that Ayase is lying nearby makes it impossible for them to relax. They are far too flustered. Meanwhile, Ayase reflects on the amazing time they had at the festival, especially when he managed to take a photo almost identical to the old one, back when they were closer as sisters. But then he realizes something unsettling. He no longer has the old photo. Instead, he finds only an anonymous note saying the photo was taken back. He had assumed none of the sisters wanted to claim it, but at least now it's back with its rightful owner. All's well that ends well, he thinks before drifting off to sleep. The moment Ayase falls asleep, the sisters immediately start talking. It has been a long time since they have been to something as lively as that festival. Plus, Ayase is weird. Who picks out a flowery kimono for Nico? But still, good for her. She loved that kind of thing when she was a kid. The same goes for Kazuki. Today, for once, she got to enjoy herself without worrying about her fans. They suddenly realize how unusual this is. They haven't talked like this in ages. Most days, even though they live under the same roof, they just go about their own routine without really connecting. And yet, this is exactly what that dumb kid wanted them to do. Why does it even matter if they get along or not? He is so strange, especially for someone who is practically a stranger himself. He went through all that trouble just for some photos. Yes, Miwa was the one who had the original photo, and she's glad they were able to recreate it.